welcome to Skool News.
Yeah, so right now there's a race. The first person to hit $1 million MRR, that's monthly recurring revenue. So there's a battle between the current GOAT, Spencer, and he's got an e-com school, and
Logan,
and he's got a blue-collar school.
Yep.
And so there's a race to get to $1 million, and if you go to the leaderboards, if you click on games, and then over here, if you go to all time, and then, in the money category, you can see this battle going on.
Yep.
Spencer's the current GOAT, and there can only be one. He's almost at 700 grand a month. Logan Sendel's at 644, but look at this 7-day gain.
Yeah, Logan's coming. He's quick.
$1 million a month MRR is pretty legit.
Yeah, both of them are savage entrepreneurs.
There's a lot you can do with $1 million a month.
A few Ferraris a month.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's have a quick look at their community. So Spencer's got one called Evolve. It's for e-com business owners, and it's $1,700 a month, right?
The cool thing about Spencer is his group is only for people that are already further along in their e-com journey. So he doesn't work with any beginners. It's all more advanced people, which is why he can charge so much and have good churn.
And then there's Logan. He's got blue collar biz accelerator. This is interesting. They're around the same price.
Yeah, true.
And they're both for existing business owners.
Yep.
So that's key insight. Like when you're charging a business owner, you can charge a lot more. When you charge a lot more, you can make a lot more. But yeah, and both these guys have pretty good churn too.
Yep.
So it'd be pretty cool to see someone get to $1 million a month MRR. Now, a quick update on the roadmap. So, last week we shipped Discovery Search. It's been pretty cool exploring it. And this is going to get better as it gets used more. I think some people might think that what's there now will just be there forever. Like that's not really how it works. It starts by just looking at relevance of keywords, right? So, are these words relevant? But then it learns with use to see if that was actually relevant or not. And we have a lot of other signals to see if something's actually relevant. But it starts by just seeing if it's textually relevant. And then it will start to get pushed up or down depending on other things.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it'll actually get a lot better with use because there's so much search volume going through there that it'll start to optimize.
Nice.
So that's out. And then we're working hard on this algorithm. We've already got it internally. So now when you go to Skool Discovery, it's going to be a lot more interesting. And that should be coming out later this month. And attribution, we're making this a lot more accurate. Then up next, we're making notifications better. And then languages and currencies is going to be big. I know for international people, they're really looking forward to this.
Yes.
So languages will drop first, and then we'll come out with currencies. And yeah, like no matter where someone is in the world, if they look at your about page, they should see it in their language and in their currency, which I think will lift conversion rates significantly.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Then packaging. How to make a good about page and group card. So, while we're busy improving discovery, like you really want to start to think about how your group's packaged. And what I mean by that is if I go to like discovery here, and let's say I search for, what should I search for? I'll search for
golf,
guitar, right? Like you want to put yourself in like your ideal member's shoes and imagine them searching for like guitar or whatever keyword. And then you want to look at how your group shows up here. Because this might be the first kind of place where some people might see it. And if it's not immediately obvious that like what your group's about, then no one will click it. And if no one clicks it, then it kind of doesn't get a chance on this page, right?
And a lot of people talk about this page, the About page, but very few people are talking about this group card, which is the thing on the right that shows on Discovery.
This page is super important, but this one is actually super important too.
Yep.
And yeah, I would encourage you to think about the packaging, because people really do judge like a book by its cover. And a lot of the time people will probably click on something without fully reading it first. It might be just the image and the overall kind of vibe they get from it, or the keyword that it'll just get the point across very fast that this is for me. So really you want to think about that. And obviously your About page. And I think this was like made clear by this guy, Forrest. So there was this good post where he said, Sam exposed a huge weakness in my community. Basically what happened is we thought this was a really cool community he's got, snack distribution community. And we pulled it up on Skool News to talk about why we thought it was so awesome. But me and Kirby were like, what is this group about? Like, we know it's got something to do with snack distribution, but I was like, is he doing vending machines or like...
Yeah.
And it turned out to be super useful feedback for him, because he was like, whoa, these guys don't understand like what I mean by snack distribution. Snack distribution to him might mean one thing. And he's
because
like,
that's his life. He spends all day thinking about snack distribution.
And I think of a vending machine.
Yeah. The average member's like busy on the way to work. They've got their kids in the back crying and screaming. They're not paying as much attention to your group as you are, nowhere near. So making it super simple is valuable.
Yeah. And I think this is true for a lot of people, honestly. Like, I think it's safe to say like most groups are pretty bad at explaining what they are about. And if you can't get the point across on your About page about what your group's about, well, that's like the first step. Someone has to go through that before they get into your community. So, you know, really working on this, I think, will make a big difference. And we've got some tips here. So basically, somebody should instantly know what your group is about. And it should be obvious from the group card alone before clicking. So that's this, right? You should see what your group looks like from just this view. And it should be obvious what it's about. And then it should be obvious from the images and the look and feel on the About page without even really reading.
So like images and vibe and color and...
Yeah. And I think, you know, this one here, it's just from here, you can see it says that pickleball school. The icon is a pickleball. There's pickleball, and here's the man. Right? And then it says, learn strategies to play better pickleball right away with Top Pro and his team. Like, I get it.
Yep.
Right? Learn modern calligraphy. I can see the people, and I guess calligraphy is what this is written in.
Yep.
Yeah. See that? I don't even really know what calligraphy is, but I assume that maybe that is it. No, but that's good. They're doing the job.
That dance one as well is good.
Yeah.
It's like a dance academy and there's someone dancing. The way I like to view it is, imagine you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. If it's about dance, show someone dancing. If it's about guitar, show someone playing the guitar. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I remember a pro skater, like Greg Lutzka, asked me for feedback on his About page. And I watched the video, and he was sitting in his office at his house. I couldn't see a skateboard. He was sitting on a chair at a computer.
Yeah.
And he was telling me like why I should join the community. I was like, dude,
get on the skateboard.
Grind a handrail or something. Like, please, don't. What are you doing? Yeah. You're a pro skater. You've got how much footage of you like doing insane stuff? Like, show me it. And so, you know, it should just be immediately obvious like that. Whatever that is for your community. Another one that we always remember is like Poop Scoop Millionaire, right?
You kind of have to pull it up, otherwise everyone's going to be so confused.
poop scoop millionaire.
He teaches you how to build a poop scooping business.
But what's kind of funny about this one is just the name of it alone kind of says it, right?
It's great.
So it's kind of catchy like that. And so I think groups that do a good job of really like packaging what they are and what value they like provide,
Yep.
they're going to do really well in discovery. And also they're just going to do really well with other traffic sources too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a good way to test your about page, because it's hard to get out of your own head. Like you know all of the stuff and you made your about page. So you're not the best person to judge it.
Yep.
So you want to test your about page on random people with like no context. So regular kinds of people that haven't seen it before.
Like people on the street or something?
Well, how you find these people. I like to show my wife stuff at night. Like when I get home, I'm like, hey, what do you think of this? And I don't really explain a lot. And I just see what her initial reaction is. She does have a little bit of context because she knows about Skool and all of that.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know, she hasn't been involved in that project. And that's one good way. But, when I talk to my wife's sister and her husband, that's where the feedback's a lot better because they've got way less context.
Yeah.
And sometimes I show them something and they're like, oh, it's not clear to them. Yeah,
you've talked about this a lot when someone's too deep in like the copywriting space or the internet marketing space or anything, people just get a little bit strange because there's all these rules that just don't apply to normal people.
Yeah. Just regular people without a whole bunch of context. They're great to test your about page on because they might look at it and be like, and say kind of what I did. So is this vending machines?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, not. Yeah. So, or when I watched Greg Lutzker's about page and I said, dude, where's the skating? Like it's honestly, some of the best insights are just like real simple like that. And I think your artwork too is super important. We need to do more stuff to help people make better artwork.
Yeah, look, for now, the best is just look at discovery on the homepage. Like pretty much every group here
This is kind of like one of the best packaging things we've seen, right? This one.
Yep.
It just instantly tells you what it is and it looks quite good too. Yeah. Another kind of note is free trials crush. And so many groups we've seen were struggling a little bit, paid, they turned on free trial and then boom. There hasn't been really a lot of like many examples at all I can think of where free trials didn't work out. And I know a bunch of people where they've A/B tested it, like they tried doing no trials and then they tried trials and they looked at all of the data and trials seemed to outperform. Another example here is like Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so if you haven't tried free trials on your paid community, I think they are overall like net positive for everyone.
Yeah, especially if you feel like you haven't cracked your about page, reduce the barrier to entry with a free trial and then people can come in and see what the group's all about.
Yeah, I think on average, free trial conversion rates across the platform is 50-ish%, somewhere in there.
That's crazy.
So that means 1 in 2 trials you get will convert. Obviously, some groups are higher, some are lower, but that's the average. And it increases the about page conversion rate, obviously. But it also does something else kind of cool, which is your churn goes down. Because if somebody has to pay for their first month immediately, that is essentially their trial, right? But if someone gets in on a free trial and then they decide to convert, they're much more likely to stay.
Because they've seen it.
The churn showed up as a trial cancel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, even Skool uses a free trial, right? I don't know what would happen if we just removed our free trial. Probably wouldn't be good.
It also makes it easier to promote on social media or ads because you can say, click the link for a free trial and more people will click across.
Yep. So another thing with like packaging and about pages and everything, I find it's useful to know like what does good look like. And here's a few examples that we've got. So AI Video Bootcamp, this group is crushing right now. Yeah. I mean, you can probably tell like this video already looks pretty crazy.
AI people. So it's a video about AI.
But what's good about this is I haven't started reading this yet. It kind of tells me how it works just in the images.
Yep.
See, like, look at this.
And even the hook of the video is AI videos.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, and over here, you know, it's quite common that really good communities put the people involved on the cover image, right? Because it makes it more personal. Yeah. Then, you know, $9 a month, you can see what's inside. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect for complete beginners. If you're tired of doing this, this one works. This one's crushing.
Yep.
This one is like basically permanently trending. Since we invented the trending algorithm, I think it's been trending every single day.
Which is private at the moment, but will be public soon.
Yeah. And when we had dinner with this guy, he has his push notifications on for Kaching. He was getting one every 2 minutes. I said, dude, why don't you turn that off? So the lady change. Here's another good one, very clear. You can see just from the image too, it's got the person in it, it's pink, it says the name of it. And then, you know, that's good. Good about page. And here she's, you know, showing what happens.
Yep.
Demonstration instead of like explanation.
Do you want to hear my about page framework?
What is it?
It's called Nomad. Niche, she says, menopausal women. O is outcome, get healthier, lose weight. M is mechanism, how she does it, which is all of the stuff she talks about down there. A is authority proof, which is all of the stuff that she's got there. And then deliverables, which is just what do you actually tangibly get inside. Every crushing about page calls out a niche, has an outcome, has some sort of a mechanism that they talk about, has some sort of proof, authority, and has deliverables.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm a thought leader.
There's enough theory for today. And this lady change one has 17% conversion rate.
Crazy.
Which is, yeah. And with no trial.
I think they alternate trial and not trial, so it may not be fully accurate, but yeah.
The photo project, and we're kind of skimming over some of these, so like you can, you know, check these out more yourself. But here's another one with a video demonstrating, you know, reviews. Again, it's got the person in it. It says
she's got a camera.
She's holding a camera, yeah.
She calls out mums, she calls out the problem, she calls out the outcome. It's so simple.
Yeah, she's like, do you have one of these problems? Would you like these things? Let's do it. Yeah. Then the acting lab.
Same thing, basically.
Same thing, it's got the person. And then learn from Netflix actors is a nice little claim too.
Yep.
But you can see if you just looked at this little group card, it tells you a lot of what you need to know. Here's the people.
There's the Skool merch as well. Oh yeah, meetups I see quite a lot. People put that on their about page.
Proof, booked a TV series, booked a commercial, demonstrating.
Has he got a football in his hand? Is that a soccer ball?
And he was in Stranger Things.
Yep.
Yeah. What you get, bonuses, boom. Simple. Like these pages don't need to be like super complicated, but still people seem to struggle. I think a good thing to do here would be ask other people, but also like kind of pair up with someone else and be like, hey, do you want to critique each other's like about pages? And yeah, it should just be immediately obvious. Here's Hormozi's one. Again, it follows that same pattern where it's got the person in the cover image, what you get, boom, 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 how it works, boom, boom, boom.
And who it's for and the outcome.
Yeah. So there's some examples of like what good looks like. I encourage you to actually go check these out yourself, and also just search through Discovery and see what people are doing.
And sometimes when you find one you like, you can just take the format and apply it to your niche. So take the same structure and just change the words out specific to their niche for your niche.
Then Skool
of the Week.
So here's a cool one we found. Max Krinke has a community called 90s Nostalgia Club.
I joined that one yesterday.
Is it any good?
It's pretty cool.
Look, this is so clear. Love 90s and early 2000s nostalgia, join group. And then even the image is in that. So it just instantly feels and looks like
Yep.
that's what it is, right? Very cool community. Then Samuel Lee with Eternal Life Tribe.
This group's killing it.
So this group is making $156,000 a month, and it's $55 a month.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's about him and his spirituality and fitness stuff.
Nice. Then Studi Cutter.
Yeah, this group's crazy. So
Michael
this is
Barr.
Yeah, is his name legit because he helps people pass the bar exam? That's too much of a coincidence.
So this community
It's freemium.
is freemium, and it's making $102,000 a month. I think this is the highest earning freemium community.
Yep, think so.
Yeah. And what's interesting here, it doesn't even have an image, but still crushing.
Yep.
Probably because it makes sense. Law school and bar exam prep trusted by 100,000 law students.
Yeah, the other thing is if it's a free group, the about page doesn't need to have as much information. But if the group's like $500, you need to sell people a lot to convince people to get it. But because this is free, he doesn't need to do much selling.
Yeah. So very cool to see that one. Yeah, freemium. There's some freemium groups that are really crushing.
Yep.
Yeah. So packaging. Think about your about page and your group card and make it better.
Follow the Nomad framework.
And as we continue to update Discovery, like with trending and the search and all of that, there's just going to be a lot more traffic going there. And the people who are very good at saying what they're about are going to do very well there, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today. Speak soon.
See ya.